Recording in progress.
Stars of the show tonight. I would ask Phee first, seeing how the offense sort of was running on all cylinders with a bunch of different contributors, what lended itself, to be like that after not like last Thursday, where it was not as functional.
Being aggressive really helped. I think Diamond really actually came in and kind of set that precedent for us. We're so much harder to guard and to play against when we're aggressively attacking the paint instead of going around the 3-point line. I thought we did a really good job of that in the first quarter specifically. Just keep going at them because we were getting any shot that we wanted. So that always really helps.
Diamond, fun question actually. I don't know if you remember, you had your step-through finish. It was kind of from an awkward angle toward the baseline early in the first half sometime. You looked at Cheryl and you kind of gave her a shrug. You remember that? It's like...
Honestly, maybe. I can't remember. Sometimes in the game I just do crazy stuff. But I'm just happy to be out there again. I mean, injuries suck, and I know it's a part of the game, but fortunately for me, I had a couple of injuries now, so it's just the part of my journey, and I was just happy to play with my teammates again, and yeah, it was really fun tonight.
Was there anything from when you were out watching from the sideline that you felt you could implement tonight that sort of aided your success?
I thought when I was watching the games that sometimes we played a little slow, and I felt like we could have pushed the ball more, and I was trying. I'm like, push it, but I think today I was just trying to push the pace, and we've been working on it in practice, just pushing the pace more. So I was just trying to play hard out there. I mean, I didn't know how I was going to play today just because coming back from injuries is very hard, but I was just going to play hard the whole time though.
Phee, another good game for you. You're racking them up at a pretty good clip now. I think 33 on Ezzy, you had 30 on Alyssa Thomas. How in the pocket do you feel at this point? I mean, it feels like just they give you something you haven't answered. Just walk us through the training and the time it takes to be able to have that type of composure in those moments to do what you need to do.
I think just settling in. I've said this before, but I worked really hard in the off season to come back and be better than when I left the game in 2021. So just, you work on things so hard, you want to be able to use them in the game. So sometimes it's hard to find that confidence to do new things, especially it's not practice, the game is on the line. So I think just getting past that mentally is what you're seeing, just pushing past that wall. And then, just trying to take what the defense gives me. Obviously, it was frustrating the first half a little bit, missing easy shots. So making that adjustment, slowing down, and making sure I'm really concentrating. And I think being in the league now, this is my, fourth season really, fifth year. But it kind of just comes with, having that experience of knowing when to slow down. And, my rookie year when I was, Diamond's age, it's go, go, go. And, you have younger legs too. It's easier to do that. And I think just with experience, it allows you to see the game a little bit slower and be able to make those reads.
Diamond, for you, I'd put the same thing to you, that you had a composure tonight, making the right passes. I think 5 assists, a lot of boards, a lot of good instincts on defense. What have you learned from watching Phee and from sitting out that you were able to bring to the table tonight?
I think I'm very lucky to have a vet like Phee, just because she does so much stuff and she's really humble, and I don't know why. I'm it's so crazy to watch her play, seriously. But no, I think I just learned a lot from her, and I think when we bring it all together, it's going to be really helpful to have both of us on the court together.
Diamond, for you, you could make an argument that half that you got hurt against Dallas was the best half that you'd had to that point as a pro. Just did that give you confidence coming in tonight that you kind of got a taste of of how well you can play, and that, despite the injury, you'd be able to come out and play like that again?
Yeah, I don't like bringing up the Dallas game because it does get me mad because, sometimes God just puts hurdles in your life and you don't know why. But sometimes you have to wait and trust God, and I'm going to continue to do that. And I'm just blessed that He allowed me to play today. And, yeah, that's the only person I trust is God. So, yeah.
And then just how easy is it for you to be able to impact the game as a cutter on the backside and trailing the play when Lindsay Allen has it going like she did in the pick and roll tonight?
Just game reads, just seeing like if everybody's collapsing on her, there's gaps open, and she's a really good passer. She's a willing passer. She almost had a double-double because of her passing abilities. So, if you could get easy buckets from her because she wants to look for dimes, why not just cut or whatever the situation may be.
And then, Phee, for you guys got a lot of entry passes off of really quick swings. Just how important is that for you to be able to take advantage of when you do have guards on your back, or when Dorka is matched up with whoever's on the backside trailing the play?
It's really important. It's kind of like what Diamond said. You want to get easy buckets as often as you can. So especially when you have a mismatch, you want to make them pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
So forcing into the post, especially when we have the mismatch, and taking advantage of the defensive coverage that they're having is really important. It's something that we really emphasize in practice. So I was happy with how we did that today.
And I know you said the other day that threes is what you're enjoying the most about what you've added to your game, but it feels like you're playing the it feels like you're playing the mid post is really taking it to another level this season. Just how confident are you when you get the ball in that area, no matter who's in front of you?
I'm really confident in that area. I mean, if I had to hit a game winner, that's where I'm going, is in the post. And I'm confident because I've put a lot of hours in that area, and I've done the work. So I know that it's going to come through in the game.
For other player, I mean, you two are going to get the headlines off of this one for your performance, but this was really a team win. I mean, Dorka gets a double-double. K-Mac comes back to being K-Mac. Can you just talk about her play tonight as well?
Yeah, it's so fun when K-Mac's hitting threes. Like, it's just such an energy boost. And she hit 4 tonight, which is, like, she really got us started on offense, just hitting those and getting us going early. So it's always really fun we can do that. It helps the offense a lot because it forces them to stay on her. They already do, but it forces more people to do it because they're worried about her making threes. So I think everyone's happy when Mac's making threes, except them.
Diamond, Dorka had her first career double-double tonight. What's it been like to see her development, see her be able to shine out, and the fans give her a nice standing ovation as well?
Yeah, I think Dorka deserves every good thing that's happening to her. She's a hard worker, and she puts in the work. And at their practices, she's always getting work in, trying to get stronger and stuff like that. So this is just a testimony of all her hard work she has done when nobody's looking. So you guys get to see it, but I see the parts where she's struggled, the moments. But it's just a blessing to see her do so good.
Phee, Lindsay Allen's a player who I think has incredible athleticism. She made some incredible passes tonight. She's bumped around the league, but she's been here now for a while. It feels like she's grasping this offense. How much did it help all the starters to have Lindsay Allen out there for 33 minutes, putting you guys in the right spots and letting you guys do what you do best?
It helps so much, and I love playing with LA because, like Diamond says, she's a good passer, she's a willing passer, and she makes reads too. Like when she's open, she's shooting it, which you need that in the point guard as well. Like obviously you want a good passer, but if they're not shooting, that also hurts your offense. So I think she really does a good job of balancing that, and I think she did a really great job tonight.
Maybe, Phee, this is a better question for you because you've been playing through this whole stretch, but only 8 turnovers tonight. Do you think you guys are getting a better sense of decision making and then when to make a pass and when not to make a pass?
Did you tell Cheryl we only had 8?
Oh, she already answered.
She brought
yes.
it up. Cool. I think that's a huge leap for us, especially from last year. That was like our kryptonite. We had so many turnovers, so obviously it was an emphasis for us this year. And I think, again, just making good reads, like not trying to force anything, seeing our mismatches. We had a couple of where we were trying to throw it over really tall players, and we made that adjustment really fast, saying that, we can't do that and not making the same mistakes over and over. So I think we're doing a really good job of learning from our mistakes instead of trying to push past it, which is, a step for us.
Diamond, Cheryl mentioned after the game that you going 31 minutes tonight wasn't exactly the plan, and you came out of the gates, real fast. At what point did it hit you that was like, okay, like the momentum's there, like I'm back to my old self? Was there any hesitation at all early in the first quarter?
Yeah, like coming back from injury, you're not. I don't know how everybody is coming back from injuries, but personally for me, I have to build my confidence. It's something that I constantly work on as an athlete. Mental health, very important. And yeah, I'm just going to keep working on it. Today, I felt it was a good game, but when I watch it back, I'm probably going to be like, moments, like how every athlete is. But yeah, just constantly working on my confidence and stuff like that.
Do you feel like you could go more? I remember Cheryl's had to be reminded
I think
to take you
31
out.
was good. I definitely need to build my endurance up. I mean, game shape is just a different type of in shape just because it's a lot of running, defense, getting back, getting through screens, contact, just the game. And I was just on the bike, which is so different. So just getting back in game shape is really important, yeah.
How often did you find yourself doing the jersey tug? Cheryl mentioned that was the sign indicator.
Yeah, of course she was. But yeah, definitely a good amount of time. So need to stack days and
You gotta know your limits.
yeah, I knew my limits.
Going to the Zoom, we'll start with MA.
Yeah, Napheesa, it's almost kind of funny thinking you're a veteran when you're still only 26, but you really you've accepted that role so much, and I wonder specifically with Diamond, because you've expanded your game so much as a pro. Do you see that she's already starting to do that, and what are some of the things that you can help her with, and maybe give her a little advice or little pointers on as she continues to do that?
I do see her expanding her game. Even, we've only been here for a couple months, but she's already growing from when she came to training camp, which is really fun to see because Diamond really listens, which is really important in a rookie. And she, if you tell her something, she tries to make the adjustment. She tries to do that, which is so important. It's really the most important thing as an athlete is you have to be able to take constructive criticism. So I've seen her, whenever Cheryl tells her anything in practice, like when you get into the lane, maybe look out or be aggressive this way. And in the game, I was telling her something that I still struggle with too. You got to get into their body, maybe do a shot fake because they weren't calling the fouls for her. Just stuff like that. It really helps that we're the same position because I know how she's feeling in that moment because I've been through it. And so because I've been in the league a little bit more and I can see her train of thought and how I used to think that, it's a lot easier for me to give her advice and try to tell her what I've learned along the way to try to help her to maybe get it faster than I did.
Thank you.
Any further questions? Y'all good to go?
Thank you.